to haunt us.
کاوش
Where?
مدیا.
Let's ask John Sidolides of Washington-based Trilogy Advisors. He is a consultant to the U.S. State Department. John, long time no see, and if you had to pick one, what would you call the number one story elsewhere in the world that is being underreported here at home?
Well, that's being underreported. I would say one of the most important developments the last few days, Holland, is the massive China-Iran oil for infrastructure deal. It's a 25-year deal worth about $400 billion, and it provides a vital lifeline to Iran, and in many ways is Beijing's way of foiling the Trump administration's maximum pressure campaign on Iran to get that country back to the negotiating table to put together a better nuclear deal. So I think that's going to be a story we're going to have to watch very closely because it's going to potentially upend Middle Eastern politics, and it's certainly going to affect the Trump campaign, the Trump administration's campaign to isolate Iran. So it's going to be a major problem in the U.S.-China relationship.
When you and I were sitting on the set 6 or 8 months ago there in Washington, the big headline was the Gulf. A drone was shot down. There was tough talk. And it seemed like something was going to pop at any moment. Other than this deal Iran has made with China, what is the status of anything in that tough neighborhood that could threaten the USA?
The Middle East being the Middle East, it's going to be a troublesome region of the world, probably for a long time to come. I'm looking at two other areas right now. One still involves Iran because Iran is such a maligned country, a malign actor in that region, and that's in Syria, where Iran is proposing to install anti-aircraft missile systems in Syria in ways that will prevent Israel from being able to attack Hezbollah militia operations that are against Israel's national interests.
You have been helpful helping us follow the Venezuela story all along. Give us a snapshot of what's going on there now.
Well, in some ways, we're in a status quo. Nothing much has changed since you had this grouping of South American countries, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Peru, and Colombia, all coming together to voice support for the opposition leader, Juan Guaido, according to the Venezuelan constitution. But Nicolas Maduro has some very strong allies in Moscow, in Tehran, and in Ankara. And so they're able to help him out militarily and economically.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند